Abusia me no ka say ntakwa ne mu ayedin ayeboko ntakwa no na me pamchaw yankonkwehwe de ayeden ekwai ayeboko ntakwai empremprem de bokofo no ade message asend JDM say baby ade no akwakoduru no wo mokura enyo mo de se wo mukum asojafo ene policefo because asojafo ne policefo no so ewo abusia amunti se Mahama epe no papa dia. And according to Bawku no, Wamusi Mahama emeyi a police for ni a soldier for ni now, ever or more free Bawku na ntakwano abusia, omunfa see ni, or managers a man police for ni, a kusasa for no, or munfa see ni, now munkum mokunti say, or mukunkum ya, who are betting me a kum chesa unyokono, na wakonka assassin, according to kusasa for ni man police for ya, or modi aiden, or modi ababontin se JDM, and that's one a soldier for the police for ni na head, and because I know mode. So mukum a police for ni soldier for no night. Yentie said you must see actually and semusi fair na ntakwano. Emu ayedi pa. Yes.
Mesani wallahi 3 times. Omo mi multiply me Bawku no soldier for now police for no. Omo wa mawo. Omo wa kwalafi, omo wa papa no mami no. Omo ja omo say omo ba ye kuro Bawku e be protect life and their properties. Sebe who say omo timia na denti na omo ya police for no denti na omo timi yi sa soldier for na omo kotina bogra ofie no omo yi sa soldiers no enfi na bogra yes le sase obetimi adani fie ene e Bawku de so to sum lenu say IGP so who are police for no intimi pata ye nim say amo FB unit omo je omo 30 soldiers 20 omo timama asunje aba Bawku politics inti se omo nim say omo timia omo sisa soldier for ni na omo Bawku no omo crossing constabile court no no omo ma 24 hours ni ba bia me hit here enter from et ya saka tiramu se kusasi ni bia kasa oyo bema on attempting se on block car bi ewo highway international highway on block car bi se on attack obi yes e be ya Ghanaian surprise exactly
where first and last
et ya man one way na go see first and last ya nim se mra wo yes asa na Bawku na ba Alhaji said we are back the name said the second asa na obedi ni na esi Bawku kurom no of amraso and e ko du Bawku o tre ni fie no mo ka ten so yin o na onu obi o ti Bawku ka se onu yo Bawku na ba no ani ke ma bugro go no o tire ye ni na na kre ba wa Bawku Abdul Ali and I've said about the ancestors the forefathers so kre ba wa Bawku Abdul ne e wo so no ani ke ma bugro so kana mra e fa ni yetima na mo yin ku Bawku a ye pesa bibi be si atire because of the respect that we have with the military men and the policemen so e dey be si atire bia e be dey na be si na be si
no more just 3 days.
3 days
Ma o yini biantu na shida ntu free Bawku. Abuga ntu free Bawku. For only 1 week ko. Wo abeti ma tena pro mo no no. Wo na pro ni ya odie. Finish. Ena Bawku ko body kanu. Sa project for ni so won timi ma escort ma en kwa. O mo ma ye kwen. Ya o nanka that me dia ko fa pia ko boga ko di. Simple. Ya fa ye chamba. No search. Yes. Ghana ye manya ye be magana ye manya de kusachi for ni ya musulu ye beti ma ye ba ye oti aye na shirega wa ma wada ye ntimi ye fi press conference ye crate for no o majuma na mo ye no na basa for no so ho ye beti ma ye ase o mo batempe police ni regional commander yi ni tuo say ebo man pushi ni abrantie pa kunu because hu ni tuo waja tuo na ma o chini o se de o kunu man pushi for it time for the police yes ya say curfew rules ka ya break it nko fati mox ya ko kun mo mpeyifo Mambuchi ni bia sorry ambo police ni asu po boko da. Na renti na so mo ba IGP mo wati mi aba makusa ti for ta ko no wa kenje police force mo sutu soro. Kusa for sutu police for mo so mo sutu soro. Ye kuma mo so sutu soro. Police for mo amuntimi so mo kan no kre. No mo nja ekuro no maye. C'est ça la government paie. Bunduri for yen yarma muku bunduri no. Aye we ye last. And yes, I buy one get 10 free no. Yes. If you do me, I do you. If you do me, I do you. What do you? If I Ghana, you know you Ghana. You better touch it. Atika. The government is to stop here. What touch it? Bunyoko. Nipa.
Kusati for you to say. Yeah, man, and to Ghana, you know, say. Yeah, here so the Nibia or Bawku BM say, Tom. Yeah, here so the Nibia or Bawku BM. Na they see Burkina Faso no, they see Ghana. Na esi Bawku no, they see Ghana, you know. Yes, and a man and Thomas, and if I free neko, so yes, so the knee, no one's na Amokanum, no nam for ma, ye be both 12 who say pay. Sapa Pepper said, oh, the year, Uniano, son of the Bayo, she's a soldier new on say law. On sin law, so the knee sin law, ye can have a pattern toka, and Casabeton Koshia. Ye can have a pattern toka, yan Casabeton Quadu. Ye can have a pattern toka, Yabeton Koshia. Ye can have a pattern toka, yan Casabeton Quadu. Ye can have a pattern toka.
This afternoon, security operatives in the troubled town of Bawku are bemoaned and targeted by feuding factions in the ongoing chieftaincy conflict there. The Bawku conflict, spanning decades, has deteriorated over the last few weeks, with at least 3 persons dying in the last 24 hours and the numbers rising over the last few months. With essential workers fleeing and the town being deserted, security operatives sent to deal with the escalation have been speaking to TV3, and we understand that they are now the targeted group. An officer who spoke anonymously to us will be talking about that officer shortly. But Moana, that's where you come in, because you conducted that interview with the officer who would keep anonymous at this point for security and safety reasons. How did that conversation go? Right, and so in the early hours of this morning, while we were preparing, and essentially the conversation about Bawku has been topical. We know the IGP was there all throughout the weekend, and we'll get into the details, I believe, subsequently when we begin to engage our security operatives or security experts on his visit and all. Then the call came through. The individual did not disclose his name, but stressed that he had received the contact from a close associate, and he was left with no other option really, because remember, over the last 24 hours, reports suggest that 2 police officers as well have been gunned down. As the police has issued a statement, they say they are on the manhunt for them. He says he's not with the police, but he's with the security service, and these are the details he sought to reveal to me, and I'm just going to try and walk viewers through it. The first off I asked is how they are able to identify them as security operatives, which was the first question I had to ask, because alleging being targeted, how are you being identified as security operatives to start off? And that's why he told me that the moment you set foot into Bawku, if you're a stranger, he says that even a small boy will identify that you're a stranger. If you spend 3 good hours in Bawku here, that's him saying that there, they will know that you're there. Then he proceeded to say that that's the situation. They know everybody, and now they, the security personnel, are a threat to them, and that's what he told me, because they are hindering their progress of whatever they want to do. Then I proceeded to ask the question, what then is the challenge? Have they been able to get the word out? What are their superiors saying? What is really happening? He sought to explain that now what they know is that the fights, yes, there are feuding factions, but the fight is increasingly now between the factions and then the security personnel as well, where he goes on to say that the fight is not against the police, it's not against the military, it's not against immigration or NIB. Every single security personnel who is on the ground here, their life is at stake. And then he began to add very crucial detail as to how they are demoralized. Everybody who is a security person in the enclave
is scared. They cannot move out. They cannot go anywhere. He says that he just wants to go and buy water for the office staff, and he cannot go.
Abusia, and he cannot go. And the empempem according to Bawku Frono, and Tokwano say a kawamonkwanka, Jedium our yabino, and Jermuma or na military for the police for Modia Kugo, our Mode Bobino, Abusian, or Muni Womuni na Nantokwano Mufa Yim. Wow, and at the end, no other surviving, no, not what really. I say a amazing TV we, any the HR go amazing memo so at be subscribe for updating na nefa wo ANC I say